I was 14 years old when I first became conscious that something was horribly wrong in America after hearing of the death of civil rights leader Medgar Evers, assassinated outside of his home on June 12, 1963 in Jackson, Mississippi. He was killed for no other reason than having dark skin and defending his constitutional right to register his people to vote. His death gave birth in me an urge to want to do something to fight injustice. During the summer of that year, I also wanted to go to the March on Washington, where Dr. King made his famous speech, "I Have a Dream." After pleading with my parents to let me go, they still said no. I went to one of the locations where the buses were leaving, and there I stood and watched the people get on the bus. I started to just defy my parents and jump on the bus, but I didn't. But I did feel, however, that day my spirit got on the bus and went to Washington. 3 weeks after the March on Washington, this urge in me to get more involved grew stronger after hearing of the brutal killing of 4 little African-American girls when a bomb was thrown into their church while they were waiting for Sunday school to start. 2 years later, March 1965, while watching the news, I witnessed another horrible act of violence which later became known as the Bloody Sunday, the day so rightly named after the Alabama State Police attacked a group of unarmed, nonviolent African-American demonstrators for protesting for their right to vote. The police, using tear gas and with nightsticks, savagely beat them as the world watched on television. After that, I guess my soul said, "Kenneth, that's enough. I'm going to disregard my parents' fears for my safety." 2 months later, May 1st, 1965, I was 16 years old. I joined up with the Philadelphia NAACP Youth Council under the leadership of civil rights activist Cecil B. Moore to fight segregation and discrimination at Girard College in Philadelphia, a school that sat in the middle of an African-American community that had an admission policy that admitted white male orphans only. That year, the teenager in me died, and the man in me became alive. I quit high school and became a full-time freedom fighter that many began to nickname me Freedom Smitty.